How far would you go in order to win? What would you do to not let your kid down? When everyone is watching, the odds are stacked against you, you just don't want to mess it up. We all fail sometimes, and that's okay. But today is not that day. This is Benjamin and Jett from Joys of Pickleball. What we just get done doing, Jett?
We just got done finishing a tournament.
So Jett had his lesson today here in Las Vegas at the Plaza, and they're having like a Life is Beautiful celebrity pickleball tournament, and the organizer saw him and his partner Leland playing. They're like, oh, cute kids. We want the kids to play because it's, you know, it's fun for everybody and whatever. So Leland can't play, right? Why couldn't he play?
Because he was doing stuff with his friends.
Yeah, he had like friends coming over. He already had commitments, right? So I'm like, I'll play. Why not? So the first round, we played two guys that never played before. We smoke them
11-0.
pickle, and then it's a pickle, and then they get 3 points the second game. And then the second matchup, we end up playing
my coach, well, my old coach.
His original coach when he first started playing, Darla.
Yeah.
And
her husband, Neil.
Yeah, her husband, Neil. And they're no slouches. They're pretty good. Like, I picked them to be the team to beat in the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Let me just take a second here to set the scene. They have an MC for the event. Music's going. And the MC is actually commentating during the points. So I go over to the MC before the match starts, and I'm like, hey, this gal over here, Darla, that was Jett's coach about 6 months ago when he first started playing. So the student is now facing the teacher. So the MC announces this over the PA system so everybody can hear. Everybody at the pool like starts migrating over or turning their chair around to see what's going on. And when they see it's a 10-year-old kid and his dad against people who are decked out in pickleball stuff, now everybody's interested. So there's a lot of pressure. They announce that it's for Raiders tickets. This is the real deal. And so first game, we are down 10-2, right? Mm-hmm. But do we ever quit?
No.
No, we do not. Came back 9-10, and we lost 11-9. So second game, we're like, that's not happening again. And we changed the game plan, right? Yeah, what was the change of plan? It was
target the
Darla,
female,
right?
Yeah.
So she couldn't really deal with Jett's speed ups. And how many bags did you get on her? How many body bags?
4 bags.
4 bags, and then probably another 2 or 3 that clipped her paddle and went out. There was a couple of sussy calls too where I think it clipped her hair or shoulder or paddle and went out, but they claimed it didn't. So playing a little mind games with them, I would like kind of razz them a little bit. I'm like, that's crap. And that's when their meltdown kind of happened, right?
Initiated.
Right?
Yeah, and we beat them like 11-8 or 11-7.
Yeah, and then the last game we walked all over them. Like, I think it was like what, 11-5 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the final matchup, we get the second best team probably, and they're like 2 older guys, but they got the goods. One's got a power air, and the other one, he's got like some other Selkirk paddle, and they were decent players. But what happened first game?
We smoked them 11-1.
It wasn't even close. They got 1 point to start, and then we basically 11-0'd them. I don't think they got the ball back, right?
No, they never got the ball back.
So we go into the second game, and they're up like 2 points, and Jett like dives for a ball and kind of scuffs his knee up. So he wants to take a break, and as we're like kind of doing a little medical timeout, the other guy goes, my buddy, he's having cramps and stuff, so I'm gonna get a sub. I'm like, I don't know about that. So who'd they pick?
They picked the best guy out there. He was like 17 years old.
17-year-old, probably like 6'4", looks like a basketball player, right?
Yeah.
He's got a fully tricked out paddle. It's got the custom edge guard, over grips. all this crap. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. The one guy you're going to get here is just like the ringer. And of course the guy has the Raiders hat on.
Yeah.
What's the grand prize if you win it?
It was Raiders tickets.
So, what happened second game?
We lost like 11-3. Yeah, 11-3.
Yeah. No, was it that bad?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that bad, was it?
Yeah, it was.
So at this point, things are not looking good. We just got smoked 11-3 with the new superstar on the other team. I'm giving them a hard time. I'm kind of razzing the gal that's putting it all together. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, figure out a way to win this because my kid really wants to pull this off. So we got to come up with a new plan if we want to get the dub. But how the hell did we come back in the third?
We didn't even hit it to the kid.
Yeah, we just targeted the one guy that was still on the team and just iced the other kid out.
Because our game plan before we even went to the other guy was just to drive it at him.
Yeah.
Because he was older, like.
Anyway, it was kind of cool because there was a bunch of people watching us. There was probably like 50 people watching. It was just like playing in an APP. They had a guy on the mic. Who was on the mic?
The announcer for the Golden Knights.
And then who was hosting it?
The Guy Fieri's son.
Hunter, right?
It was the really skinny kid. It was that girl's boyfriend.
I think it's Hunter. Fieri.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we clutched up the dub. Everybody was cheering for us. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Dad didn't crumble under the pressure. But I just tried to make balls and let Jett get big in the middle, and that was it.
Yeah, the last point, we had an absolute firefight.
Yeah, it was pretty insane point, and then they couldn't hang.
Like, they tried to go down the line to me, and I was kind of cheating in the middle, and they tried to go down the line to me, and I jumped the kid. I kind of, like, jumped, and...
They thought the middle was going to be open because you were wide, and then I picked one right back up, right?
Yeah, and then I kind of moved over to the middle, and they tried to hit it down the line, and I came over, and I smacked it, and that's how we won.
But yeah, it was wrapped. So we got to take pictures, and we won Raiders tickets.
So, Jett, how old are you? 10 years old. 10 years old? Wow. So how long have you been playing pickleball? About a year. About a year, wow. It's winning tournaments, right. So, what do you have coming up in the future in pickleball? I really want to be pro. I'm trying my best to become pro. I have my coach, Steve Cole. He's helping me do that. Yeah. Awesome. So what piece of advice can you give to all your friends and younger athletes that are pursuing? I mean, never give up. Like in the semis, we were down one game and we won 2 in a row. Awesome. Well, keep shooting yourself good and we'll see you soon on tour. Thank you.
Yeah, and Guy Fieri was actually supposed to be there.
Yeah, I guess he had to cancel at the last minute.
Yeah.
But it was really fun because it was like an extra, I don't know what time is it now. It's like 3:20.
Yeah, that was an extra, like...
3 hours.
Yeah,
3.5 hours almost.
Because it was a it was a 3-game tournament where you had to win 2 games.
2 games out of 3 to 11 by 2. It should have been 1 game to 15 by 2. That thing would have been over in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but we probably wouldn't have won if it was like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because Darla and them were up on us.
Probably. But what was crazy is like we had some rough times, like where it would have been easy to just like quit or just like get on each other, you know?
Yeah.
And we never did. We always like gave each other like, hey, just get back to what you do type of talks, but it was never like, you idiot, da 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 da. You know how it's easy to like blame everything on your partner sometimes?
Yeah.
We never fell into that trap and we always fought back, which was awesome.
Yeah, I had an interview and they asked me, what did I have to say to all the other players, and I was like, don't give up, because when we were in the semis, we were down by a game, and if they would have won one more game, we would have lost.
Yeah.
But we won 2 in a row to win it.
We actually play better when we're under pressure than when we're ahead.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else we got? We're on our way back to
Bullheads.
hometown.
Yeah.
Gonna get a bite to eat, and then that's it.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
All right. We'll catch you next time. Later.
If you're wondering how the Raiders game went, we didn't go. Jett ended up giving the tickets away to his best friend from school who's a raving Raiders fan. We've been before, and we thought it'd be cool to give someone else a chance to experience the Raiders in the stadium. Besides, it was never about the tickets. It was about creating a memory together and kicking everybody's ass.